Previously, on the 13th Coven.
It's why the town is the way it is. Why people don't leave. The circle that remains unbroken. That's what they say, isn't it?
Peter Rowe's warnings echoed in my head. He was terrified, that much was clear. But he hadn't given me the whole story. There was so much more hidden in the dark corners of St. Ashford. Something lurking just out of sight. And I'm hoping that if someone could help me see through the fog, it was Clara Faye. A little bit about Clara Faye. She's St. Ashford's most eccentric resident, a self-proclaimed seer. The kind of person people avoid, but can't stop whispering about. You can feel her presence long before you reach her door, like the air around her house was charged with something otherworldly.
Ah, Joe Alden. I knew you'd be coming, dear. I felt it in the air, in the vibrations of the wind. Come in, before you let the night in with you.
Clara's home was overwhelming. Every inch of it was cluttered with these odd trinkets, talismans, and symbols I didn't recognize. The air was thick with the scent of incense, mixed with something herbal. The kind of scent that sticks to your clothes and lingers long after you leave.
You've come looking for answers, haven't you? They all do eventually.
I've been hearing a lot of things, Clara, about the 13th Coven. People say you know more than you let on.
Oh, people say all sorts of things, don't they? They don't know what they don't understand. But you're different. You felt it, haven't you? The pull of the place, of them. That's why you're really here.
Her voice dripped with certainty, like she was speaking about something she already knew, something I hadn't fully admitted to myself. I wasn't sure what was pulling me in, but I couldn't deny that St. Ashford had its claws in me. I'm not here for riddles. I need the truth. What's the Coven protecting, Clara?
The truth? Oh, Joel, the truth is really simple. The Coven. They're not what you think. People talk about witches, curses, dark magic. But that's only part of the story. They're guardians. Guardians of something old. Something buried deep beneath this town. It's been here longer than anyone remembers. The cards will help us see what lies ahead. They always do.
Her hands moved over the cards with practiced grace, laying them out in front of me one by one. For a moment, the room felt heavier, like the very air was watching.
The Fool. The Hanged Man. And the Tower.
I'll admit I didn't know much about tarot, but I knew enough to recognize the weight of those cards. Claire's expression had shifted, her usual lighthearted eccentricity replaced with something colder. She stared at the cards like they were telling her something she didn't want to hear.
the fool. A journey started with innocence or ignorance. The hangman, suspended, caught in a web not of your making. And the tower, destruction, chaos, the collapse of everything you think you know. Joel, you are walking a dangerous path, and the ground beneath you is unstable.
Clara, I've been warned before, but no one's telling me what I'm actually walking towards.
Because you are not meant to know. Not yet. The Coven doesn't protect what you think it does. The guard secrets that have been buried so deep, even time has forgotten them.
There was something about the way she spoke. Something that set a chill down my spine. I could feel it. The weight of those words. Clara wasn't just playing into the town's superstitions. She believed what she was saying. And somehow, I believed her too.
Do you hear that?
The room had grown unnervingly quiet. The only sound was the distant wind outside. I couldn't hear anything unusual, but Clara's eyes were wide, darting towards the corners of the room.
They're listening. Always listening. The Coven knows when someone's getting too close to their secrets.
I don't believe in curses, Clara.
You don't have to believe. Belief is just a veil. You think it's all stories, don't you? But stories have power. The Coven wields it like a knife, cutting away the truth from those who seek it.
The temperature in the room seemed to drop. Or maybe it was just the weight of her words. Clara wasn't just warning me. She was afraid. And if Clara Faye was afraid, maybe I should be too. What are they protecting, Clara? What's buried beneath St. Ashford?
You're asking the wrong questions. You shouldn't be worried about what's buried. You should be worried about who's watching. The Coven. They don't just protect this town. They protect themselves. And if you dig too deep, they'll come for you. You're already too close. The Coven won't let you leave now. Not without knowing who you are. They'll find you, Joel.
What are you talking about?
You've felt it, haven't you? That pull, that sense that something's watching, waiting. They're not just keeping something hidden. They're looking for something. And you've caught their attention.
The house felt smaller now, as if the walls were closing in around us. I couldn't shake the feeling that Clara was right, that something had been watching me since I stepped foot in this town. I need to talk to Evelyn Blackwood again. There's more to this than anyone is letting on.
You'll find her, but be careful. The Coven doesn't let go of its secrets easily. And Evelyn, she's closer to them than you think.
I didn't know what Clara meant by that, but it left me uneasy. Everything about St. Ashford was starting to feel like one big puzzle, and I wasn't so sure I wanted to find all of the pieces.
Remember, Joel, some doors, once opened, can never be closed.
Clara had given me more warnings than answers, but I couldn't shake the feeling she was right. I was walking a path I didn't fully understand, and whatever was waiting at the end of it, I'm sure it wouldn't be what I expected. I'm gonna try and stop by Evelyn's tonight. Maybe she has an...
Excuse me.
Oh, hey little one. Are you lost?
The ladies in the shadows say you're looking for them, but they don't like to be found.
I'm sorry?
They're always watching, even when you sleep. And if you keep asking, they'll come closer.
Next time on the 13th Coven, I'll confront Evelyn Blackwood. There's something she's not telling me. Something bigger than this town. Bigger than the Coven itself. And I'm gonna find out what it is. The 13th Coven is written and produced by Casper. Special thanks to everyone supporting the show, whether by sharing, reviewing, or simply tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review if you're enjoying the story. Your support helps more than you know, allowing us to conjure up more episodes and dive deeper into the mysteries of St. Ashford. Together, we'll keep the magic alive and the secrets unfolding.